So there's already a great YouTube video out there showing you how to replace the receiver dryer on your 2005, 6, 7 Kia Sportage. It's up here in the bumper. I'll put a link in the description below showing how to get to that. Another guy did a great job of doing it, but his video is showing how to do a compressor on a 4-cylinder model. If you have a 2.7 liter V6, it's much more difficult. So here is the component in question. That's your compressor. In the 4-cylinder models, it's down in the back on the bottom, really easy to get to. However, on the V6 models, they put it up front. So through much aggravation and trial and error, what I found, the best way to get it out, first of all, do everything you normally would. You're gonna undo the 2 lines, the electrical connector, and the 4 mounting bolts. Prior to doing all that, of course, you're gonna wanna take off the serpentine belt. And once you've done all the preliminary stuff, the best way to make room to get this compressor out is over here. There are these 2 lines here that end up going to the front of the vehicle. They're fastened by a 10 millimeter nut to a stud. The stud may come out with it, but you wanna take these 2 lines out because you're gonna need the room to get them out of the way. Secondly, there's this bracket that holds these lines in place, also held in by a 10 millimeter bolt. You move those out of the way. Over here to your side engine mount, it is attached by I think a 17 millimeter nut. Undo the nut. Down below, I'm using 4x4s. I have 2 of them stacked on the oil pan. You jack it up until you begin to see the chassis of the vehicle lift, and at that point you've maxed out the mount. Now it's okay to undo this mount because the way this mount fastens is it fastens on top, so the weight just resting on it. You can undo that nut, no problem. Don't worry about the engine falling out. There's a secondary mount on the front of the block, so that's also going to support the weight. And then you also have a transmission mount on this side. So you can safely remove this side mount. You can unfasten it just fine, no worries. Again, you're gonna jack it up until the engine tilts. It'll get to a point to where you begin raising the chassis. Don't go any more on the lift. After that, it's just a wiggle game. Wiggle it out, take it out, and there you go.